Okay, it's back.
Sorry about that. I don't know what happened with the technical difficulties. That was really weird. Goes off again.
Yeah, I will do.
Oh well, that ain't all bad. At least we didn't. I didn't play a lot to no footage.
Yeah, I told you immediately as soon as it was done.
The stream went down. It's because I titled it. Sorry about that.
I really hope people don't unsubscribe. Oh god.
Why would they?
A few people have unsubscribed since we started streaming again.
Really?
Yeah, and it's also the third notification we sent out tonight.
How many people have unsubbed?
About 10.
That ain't so bad.
True.
Wow, I'm really sorry about that. That makes me upset. We worked really hard to get that. I'm sorry about that, guys. I just wanted to restart the stream.
I have 1.44k subs and then you towards you. I know, it's really weird. To be fair, I think people subscribe for the videos more than the streams, which is fair, but I think yeah, we might have to evaluate doing these here. Maybe moving back to Twitch might be the thing to do, but
You think?
whatever. I mean, if people are unsubscribing because of it, that's not good.
But we're getting views though.
I mean, there is that.
Like 40 or 50 people watched our last one.
That is true. That's more than we ever got on Twitch. I don't know. It's difficult to decide what to do. I mean, I'm not super bothered by it, but I can see it being like, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, have to mind. Obviously, like I subbed for the Sonic Mania stream. I actually remember that. I remember that. Dicks and cocks is something that was like stuck in my mind. Every so often I find myself laughing to it. I'm just like, ha ha ha.
I mean, I do want to find a way to have the algorithm work in our favour for sure.
Wait.
I mean,
I'm less bothered by it, but I know it's important to you. So.
I mean, I'd be lying to you if I didn't say like I wished more people watched our content, especially because I think we're putting out good content.
Humble.
I like our stuff, I'm sorry.
It's good you like our stuff. If you didn't, I'd be concerned.
So, like, you don't agree with me at all?
Leave it to me,
Hmm?
Leon.
What?
Do you not, like, agree with me, like, at all?
On what? Sorry?
That we're making good content, and that I wish more people's watched it.
Oh no, I know. I think we may. Oh yeah, I mean obviously like I wish more people watched it, but you know, I'm having fun.
Me too, I suppose. It is. I just wish, like, I just want more engagement. That's right. That's it. Not even more views. Like, if a couple hundred people from our views just like interacted with us and said that was a cool video, I'd love it. But maybe it's just not meant to be, you know?
It's fine. We're both working on decently sized things. Well, I guess I'm actually working. Well, I mean, I'm working on your nice video. When it comes out, we're gonna clap.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And I'm streaming this for a future video, so...
Yeah, there is that too. I might even mention that, just be like, hey. and streams a horror video. 2 stones with 1 bird.
I'll probably stream The Last of Us 1 and 2 again for the video I want to do on that.
Yeah, sure. No, that's Kingdom Hearts.
This is wild what's happening right now.
Sorry, I looked away from the screen for a bit. Why is there a truck chasing you on fire? What the hell? This parasite can do whatever it wants. What the fuck?
Shinji Mikami was a big SA2 fan. I loved it when the hedgehog ran away from the thing.
He looked at the camera and went, hedgehogs are real? What the fuck? Thank you, Junako, when hedgehogs are real.
Do you think Sonic increased the amount of people who found out what a hedgehog was?
Probably in other countries, not in this country. Everyone knows what a hedgehog is in this country.
That's true. Oh, damn.
Remember there was that how to cross the road tutorial. I don't know what to call it. When we were younger, that was like, be bright, be seen. And the stream stopped.
Fuck's sake. Are you serious?
Oh, it's back.
I don't know what's going on. My internet's fine, I think. Is the
Ashley?
Does it look good? Like, is it fine?
It looks fine. I don't know why it keeps stopping.
If it stops again, I'll have to just cancel the streams for tonight. Which is a shame because I wanted to go far with this game tonight to make up for the fact we didn't do long streams the last 2. I guess we'll have to see what happens. Just keep me updated on what happens.
Yeah. Video game stinks.
I'll be really upset if it cuts off.
Let's see, where did everyone go? There we go.
Yeah, well, where was I going to go? Detroit?
To become human or something? There it is, Monotilla. Cleverest thing you ever said. No one's around to hear it.
I got it, don't worry.
Isn't bad fun. Fuck! Unfuck.
What?
God. That editing, I thought I'd delete the whole load of footage and I didn't. For you!
Oh, you're editing now?
Yeah.
Damn, talk about using your time efficiently.
Damn right, multi-track drifting, innit? I guess for context, I'm making a Fortnite reference.
Were you?
Yeah, in the video you said, oh, the main character of Fortnite drops into this world. And I'm like, I got this.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Oh shit! Yeah, I was wondering why it was doing the beeping. That was funny.
That was an over the top death. Holy shit!
Over the top.
Oh.
Would you kiss Tony?
Soprano? No.
Yeah. What Soprano's character would you kiss?
None of them. They'd all kill me.
Not all of them would kill you. AJ wouldn't.
That's true. AJ was too. That's dicked up.
AJ wouldn't, but at the same time, you'd have to kiss AJ.
I would bring him ZT.
No fucking ZD now?
Hey!
That's one of the best Sopranos lines.
Is that the first episode?
Yeah. The first episode's flawed in a lot of ways, but I think the dialogue's good.
Agreed. It's the only episode that's like the narration thing as well.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't think they knew what to do with that first episode.
I'm glad they didn't do that again.
I think the first season in general is very, like, different, you know what I mean, to the rest of the show.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's fine, I guess. Season 1's still very good, for different reasons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like season 1 of The Sopranos.
I mean, I showed my partner it for the first time, season 1, and she thought it was very good, so clearly there's it was right to get as popular as it did back in the day. Then again, actually, Sopranos wasn't a big hit immediately, right?
It was pretty big, but not like super big.
Not until like season I think season 4 and 5 was the show at its most popular.
Yeah.
But probably even season I imagine the very last season was super popular too.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, there wouldn't be so much outrage about its ending.
Its ending's fine. You people are just, well, I hate to say, stupid.
The ending's brilliant. It's a shame that people kind of poo-pooed that ending for so long.
Yep. Basically, it doesn't matter who killed Tony. He's dead. I mean, to be fair, like, if there was basically no other outcome for that character.
I mean, I'm happy that it was basically confirmed, but I did always and I'm happy if you interpret it oh well, there's no other outcome, and there pretty much isn't because the creator confirmed how it ends. But there was an element of it I liked where it was left open-ended on what happened at the end, just for discussion's sake.
Yeah, the real question is, but obviously I was always, and even before it was confirmed, I was always in the camp that yeah, Tony definitely dies. I think the more interesting question was always who actually did it.
Yeah, I think did Tony die is a very uninteresting conversation to have, whereas who did it and the aftermath is a lot more interesting. It doesn't matter because they'll never confirm it, I guess.
I like the theory that it was Little Carmine.
I think that's an interesting one.
Because it wouldn't. I don't think it would have been Paulie because he's way too cowardly to have done it, and I don't think it. I don't think obviously I don't think it would have been Philly's guys because Philly had the open casket funeral. So Yeah.
I don't think it'd make much sense to be Paulie at that point in the show anyway. Like season 4
Nope.
Paulie, 100% maybe, but like I think by the end, like, you know, they'd already gone into hiding and stuff, so
Paulie was a bastard in season 4 for like no reason.
yeah, until he realised Carmine didn't know who he was, which is a very funny scene.
I like Carmine.
Carmine Senior.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Underused.
Till he died.
What kind of annoys me about The Sopranos, and it's not even the show's fault, is that they introduce characters in a way where it makes them seem unimportant. Like Johnny Sack and Carmine Senior. Like, their first introductions are so inconsequential that you didn't know they were going to be big characters later. A part of me likes it, especially on rewatch, but every time somebody's watched it for the first time, like, they always go, who's this character? Like, when they're important, and I always have to go, they were in season 1, they were introduced earlier, you just have to, you know, they just didn't have a big thing
I think
in there.
I think it was you who pointed. Yeah, I think you went to me like, remember this character.
Yeah, Johnny Sack,
Okay.
I said, because he's super important in the second half of that. He's in season 1 of the show and they do nothing with him. It's so weird in hindsight. I guess at the time, like, you know, you get more experimental, you start experimenting more with characters you're not using, and that's, like, Johnny Sack's character wasn't as defined in those early seasons.
Yeah. Naked zombies, what the hell? Oh, no. Okay.
There's naked zombies in the very first Resident Evil. I don't think in the remake of the first game, but in the first game.
Cowards.
I think it was just because, like, you know, it was so blocky and you could, like, barely make out, like, what it was. That's why they did it.
Jesus. Would you say commendatory?
Sure.
Cocksuckers.
What's your favourite Sopranos scene? I know it's hard to pick one, but
I think you know what my favourite Sopranos scene is.
I actually don't. But I'm sure I will know when you say it.
He killed 16 Czechoslovakians. He was
Oh,
literally decorated.
that's a good one. That is a good one.
His house looked like shit. Either that or he's not allowed in our social club. This much I do know. He's gotta go.
Underrated scene you picked there.
Yeah.
That Butch, I do
quote
know.
that one a lot.
I
do
like
quote
it
that
because
one a
it's
lot.
so immature.
Bobby wouldn't say it either.
Yeah.
Why would Bobby of all people say that?
Yeah, exactly. Bobby's supposed to be like the open-minded one of the group.
I was also genuinely shocked that Sylvia was so like anti-veto as well. I was like, what? Why are you getting all knickers in a twist for?
Was he?
Yeah, he was like, Tony, you gotta kill him. But I was like, Sylvia wouldn't do that. Sylvia's doesn't seem like the kind of person that would bother him.
Nobody's got age.
I don't want to hear you say that.
Tony's knowledge of obscure history things is very incredible. In that very scene, he makes a reference. He's like, "Easy there," like, and then he says the name of like this historical like sheriff. That's like so niche and obscure. It's like what? it's so I don't know, but like it's shown that Tony does have like pretty decent general knowledge, right?
Remember, he has an IQ of over 150. His mother had him tested.
Do you believe that?
I think Tony is smart, but he's way too impatient. I think that's his problem.
Yeah,
like,
I get
if you
you.
want something, you want something now, and thinks about the ramifications later.
Yeah, I get you.
Like, you know, like he just killed Ralph. Spoilers. He just kills Ralphie, and it's just like, okay, well, we knew it was coming, but he just dies. It's such a random episode as well.
Yeah, I love that he just dies in a random episode, and it's not part of the finale. I think it's brilliant.
Oh, same.
It's one of my favourite episodes of the show. I think either that or Whitecaps is my favourite episode in the entire show.
Whitecaps is such a great episode.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'd be hard pressed to say there's any episodes that I just outright don't like.
Same, I guess.
I think the one Olivia dies in, Pax Soprano, is probably my least favourite in the show.
Really? The funeral one?
Yeah.
I love that episode.
I mean, outside of the Chrissy High rant, like, the episode doesn't really have much going for it.
I think it's really interesting.
What was that jump?
Yeah,
sorry, that guy just like jumped up like a story. Whatever.
Yeah, he's got a parasite.
All right, is that just? Oh, I can do anything I want to have a parasite in me.
Well, you know what?
I got a parasite in me once, and I had to go to hospital.
I mean, we can test after the stream.
Okay.
Dreary Middle jumps really high.
Okay.
That was funny that you pointed that. And he jumped like I've never thought about that. That's funny. I really don't like Ada Wong.
Yeah.
I
She's not a fan of you either, to be honest.
Yeah, she probably wouldn't get on with me. She'd be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I'm like, I'm doing a podcast with my good friend. We're talking about Resident Evil 4. She'd be like, "I'm gay. Leave."
Okay. He's very mean.
No, but I don't know if this is just a me thing, and I've noticed this a lot. The femme fatale character that, like Catwoman and shit, where it's like, my personality is that I'm sexy and I'm snarky and I'm always going to play with the main character's feelings, but we're never going to get together. I find it so tedious to watch. Because it has a very, like, oh, just fuck already feeling to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, I just hate the, like, will they, won't they nature of like any story like that. Resident Evil 4, Batman, Catwoman, they're like Spider-Man and Black Cat. It's like I've never really enjoyed stuff like that. So yeah, there is a character archetype I don't like. I'm sure you're indifferent on it.
I mean, I can't say I'm a fan.
Yeah. It's just something I noticed about myself when I'm like, I don't like this character. It's like, I don't know, I just don't like when your personality is just, I'm sexy, I guess.
So you must hate looking in the mirror, yeah?
I punch it.
Oh, why do I have to be so hot? Ugh.
You're gonna love this room.
I looked in the mirror and got so scared I had to cry. That's because there was a ghost behind me.
Do you like the laser room?
Yeah. No.
You know what this is a reference to?
Mission Impossible. Is
No,
it?
no,
Your
the
favorite
Resident
franchise of all time.
No, the Resident Evil
there's
movie.
no way they reference a Resident Evil movie.
Yeah, it is.
There's no way Shinji Mikami ever watched that.
They watched it. They watched it and they thought it was funny, so they put it in the game.
Really?
It's a direct reference to it.
Damn.
That made me laugh. Also, just this randomly. I love this.
Wait.
And he goes, "There's no time for rest." It's like, what are you doing, dude?
He's got a pose. Oh, Leon, you're so cool.
I love
Leon.
What's your issue with him? I love Leon.
He must be 10,000.
They're afraid to write characters as unapologetically cool like this. Now they all want.
Even RE2 remake really fucking boring.
Yeah, exactly. Again, though, that being said, apparently they took a lot of liberties with the script in the dub, so. I was talking about this with some people, and I was like, sometimes translating something from Japanese to English 1-for-1 isn't the best idea. Some of the greatest gaming things in general have come from taking liberties with the script. See Final Fantasy VII. It's not translated the best, that's a fact. That's an objective fact. And yet those versions of the characters are so iconic.
It's iconic. Whoa. We've got to talk about this. I'm coming back. We're going to talk about this. Alright, bye.
Is that what was that a reference to?
You could have 3 guesses.
Sopranos?
Nope. Nope. It does feel like a Simpsons joke, but no.
Oh god, it sounds familiar. The thing is, it sounds familiar.
Yeah.
When I'm back, we're going to talk about this. Even like the delivery sounds very familiar.
Okay. Who would say such a thing? Who would just think about it? Do you want me to deliver it one more time? I will.
Sure.
I can't. You put me on the spot now.
It sounds so familiar. We're going to talk about this. When I come back, we're going to talk about this.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! But if it helps, he's pointing at a statue. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Character's name. We've got to talk about this. I'm coming back. We're going to talk about this.
I'm going to be really mad when I find this out.
We got one guess remaining. Just think about it. Just think about it for a little bit. Fun test for the audience too. It's one of my favourite scenes from the show, if that's anything. Kind of a whatever episode.
It's from a show.
A show we both see.
A show we both love.
A show we both love, I'd say. Or at least tolerate greatly. It's one of the first episodes. In fact, I think it's the second episode.
Second episode, huh? Is it Home Movies?
No.
Ah, what was it?
It's Amphibia.
Oh, fuck.
This Loggle has to really bust statue of him. It's like, whoa.
Oh, okay. I actually like your rendition of it more than I like it in the actual show.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, that sounds... The way you did it sounded funnier than the joke in the actual thing.
I think I delivered it exactly like he did. But
I don't know, it sounds...
but not with the good voice acting.
I guess in my head, I just have like a funnier joke in mind.
Sorry, I coughed into my hand. that wasn't what it sounded like. I coughed into my hand. All right.
I get you.
Sorry. Yeah. This no, I go back and watch the scene. Like it's the delivery is perfect. I think it's a good scene.
Oh sure.
But it just sort of comes at the end of one scene. You think, oh, the scene's over, and then it hangs for just too long, and then he comes back into frame. It's like, okay, it's a good joke. Phoebe's a funny show.
How funny would you say it is?
Not the funniest show I've ever seen, but for it got a lot of chuckles out of me. Got a lot of chuckles out. The fucking I watched the curator episode again, and just the bit where just Hop goes, "Oh, he's dead," just made me laugh.
Yeah. Except that guy, he died.
He died. No need to panic. That's just wax. Oh yeah, fuck off. Is it just wax?
Well, that was probably wax, and then he probably actually got murdered.
Then he actually died. Yeah. What's this guy doing, man? My God.
Yeah, this guy's scary.
What's he doing? He's being a proper numpty, I'm not gonna lie.
Like Matthew Wright.
I'm surprised they had such beef with him, considering he's not on Irish TV.
It was Cultaholic that had beef with him, not...
Oh, okay, right, fair, yeah.
It's because he made like a really like rude comment about Adam Pacitti, where he's wasted on wrestling, and then they got really annoyed, and then they kept saying like, invite us on the show, we'll have a debate. It made me laugh.
If I was into wrestling, I'd watch it. Okay, I like how you calmly walked up to the ledge, and then when you press jump, it's showing Leon like full on like gunning it.
Yeah. Something, wasn't it?
It was something, alright.
Boss fight time.
Perfect time to get a drink. Damn.
I'll handle this guy.
It's okay, I'll take you with me, gamers. I'll take you with me.
Oh, hold on. Perfect.
Oh, sorry, I need a moment. And now there's two of me.
Scary, dude. Yeah. Is the stream looking alright, or? So it's not gone off, I guess, is what I'm getting at. I think bread just inherently goes out of date quickly, yeah. Sorry, I can barely hear you. What did you say? Why? Sorry, you sound really quiet again. Oh, good. I hate jacket potatoes. Oh, I hate jack. No, yeah, my family think it's weird. So does my partner. Nah, I really don't like it. Same. I like roast. I love fries. I think like the thick chips aren't that nice. Chips from the chippy are good. I love roast potatoes. Good old Yorkshire pudge. You still sound a bit quiet. I get you. Cats, am I right? I don't know why I find that funny. Can't believe we're nearly at the end of this journey. I'll be sad to see it go. Yeah. I'll never play this game again. No, it's this is one of my comfort games, so. I'm sure the games you want me to play are cool and all. But I've still got Mercenaries mode, dude. I actually don't, you're right. I've always been satisfied with like the main campaign of Resident Evil 4. I never really got too much into like the arcade modes. Even though, to be fair, some of the different characters you can play as are really fun. I agree with some Call Me Johnny's take on Leon is the worst character to play as. Like he's perfect for the campaign, right? Because he's built for it. But in terms of horde mode, every other character in the game has just like, I mean, Leon's balanced. Like he's a jack of all trades, but he's also a master of none. Like, you can play as fucking Wesker, and he's awesome to play as. He shows up in Ada's campaign, so it's like the only tie to the main series. Otherwise, you could skip Resident Evil 4 entirely. As I said, Shinji Mikami was very uninterested in making this like a Resident Evil game. Depends who you view. I think the consensus is it's a great game, but not a great Resident Evil game. I think that's kind of the consensus for a lot of fans. I mean, yeah, it's not like the old Resident Evils, so yeah, probably would say so. Well, a lot of people also blame this game for why 5 and 6 exist, which is considered the dark period of Resident Evil's history. You know how Sonic has the Dark Age of Sonic? Well, there's the Dark Age of Resident Evil. Does he? Nobody's ever brought it up, ever.
Thank you. Not enough cash, stranger. What are you selling? Is that all, stranger? Is that all? Thank you.
No. Shh. Tracky did. Yeah. You bonded over that.
Thank you. Is that all? Thank you. Come back anytime.
To be fair, I've heard that's the best writing in cinema history. The Zero Escape series is really bad. Remember when I showed you the "and that's why Santa's coat is red" scene and you hated it? No, that, to be fair. I think you called it as well. You're like, oh, as he brought up the blood thing, I knew he was going to say that's why Santa's red. Yep. No, the first two. Because when I was a teenager, I thought those were really cool games.
Where's Ashley?
Then I replayed them and I was like, ugh.
She's beyond that gate.
I thought Virtue's Last Reward was a really cool game when I was young.
What are you gonna do, Krauser? There's one in the north and the other in the east. And let me guess.
It's pretty up its own arse.
The last one.
Like, it's stupid, but it doesn't sound like it's self-aware, you know?
Sounds like you thought this one out pretty well.
I really hope they do more with Krauser in the remake. He is so... such a whatever character in this game. Krauser, the big buff guy we're fighting. His whole thing is like, I'm an American traitor. That's like it. He just has like nothing going for him, you know. Please watch the screen. That was funny. That was so funny. Can you actually... I think can you hurt this guy? It is. I guess not. I guess we're just supposed to wait until...
What the H? What the F? She looks good, I don't see a problem. Thank you. I know I'm a bit late to that, but thank you. Let me try. You go there. You go there. Yeah. Every time you go into that menu, I'm like, ugh. Here we go again.
As I said, I love it. I guess they're bringing it back in the remake, so...
No.
I saw it, I was like, ooh. The best inventory system Resident Evil ever had. I 5 ditches it, unfortunately.
What do they do?
They give you like 9 inventory spaces per character, which I think's weird.
9's a magic number.
Okay. I think I'm doing this incorrectly. Like, I don't remember having to do it like this. And again, I don't remember how to, if we can even harm Krauser, so... Yeah, that was probably the right way to do it. Oh my god, he just... that was funny.
Sounded like you're actually having a fight with the microphone there for a second.
Sorry, Krauser just leapt into my room and started strangling me, you know how it is?
Oh, you sound very good for someone who's being strangled.
I do find Krauser funny, but not in the way like Salazar is. Like, I find him more funny because he's really buff.
Okay.
I mean, he just has a silly design, doesn't he? Like, look at him.
It's like, haha, you strong, that's fun. Actually, that seems on brand. You always like the strong characters. The strong silent type.
I do. Not Krauser, though.
T-Word, boy, do you ever shut up?
Oh god, it was there. I think he said conservative mind. That's the thing I was talking about. Krauser confirmed for liberal.
I'm glad he's on our side.
I think people confuse the last villain in Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. I think a lot of people think that character is a conservative, but I'm positive that the character is meant to be like left-leaning. I think a lot of people just went, oh, they're right-wing because they have very extreme beliefs, but if you actually listen to like his goal, it's very like anti, you know, like the status quo and all that. Very anti. Yes, exactly. No, you're getting it.
Goodness, I thought I was the only one.
I guess we're fine.
You guys give me too much shit for hating Coldplay and Oasis. I don't think that's a very controversial opinion.
I give you no shit.
Blur is better anyway. Blur is better than the Oasis.
I actually don't agree with that. But you're entitled to it. I also give you no shit for hating either.
That's true. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Blur either, but it's just like the whole like the 90s conversation was, are you Team Blur or Team Oasis?
Both, I guess.
Neither. S Club 7, baby. Don't stop grooving. Everybody grooving. You know?
Oh, I get you.
Why there? Sorry, just on a complete, you know. Let's actually talk about the game for a fucking second. How come Leon can't just reach through the barrier? Like why is he gonna open it? He can surely just put his hand through that.
It's because he's really insecure. He doesn't want to look bad in front of Krauser. His old war buddy Krauser, who died.
Well, he sure is getting hit a lot for someone who doesn't look bad.
He goes, "Run, Leon, run!"
Come along, little doggy.
Do you love the respond? Did you see it? Where it's like, press square to respond.
No.
That was awesome.
Yeah, if you say so.
Made me laugh. They don't make them how they used to. Not to be a boomer, but... Half these streams are just the good old days, to be fair.
So you're saying, remember the time?
Yeah, I was. I was actually talking to somebody about this, and I was like, 2000 to 2007, all very goated years for games. There's not a weak year in that lineup.
I just could not in a million years imagine you saying that unironically.
I say on Discord all the time.
Yeah, but I assumed it was ironic.
Yeah, of course.
It's like Mr. Turnbull wouldn't say goated, especially not goated with the sauce. He would.
It's because I'm surrounded by young people and they say all that shit. Shit I don't understand. Also, peak.
And for real.
Peak,
no cap.
mid. Yeah, no cap. Yeah, whatever that means. I still don't understand that one.
I think it means like no bullshitting. I think. I don't know. I'm 90s. Well, I guess 2000s, but. Yeah, actually, I guess one of my earliest memories is 2001, so I can't claim to be 90s.
The first time you became conscious.
I said no. No! No! Does this guy just fuck off? Go! Salazar was better.
Salazar was better.
I genuinely thought he was around for the whole game.
Nope. I love Salazar and I love Sadler, but Krauser's a bit weird. As I said, I hope they do more with him in the remake because he has a lot of potential as a character. Like, oh, this is Leon's old war buddy, and he survived this war that Leon and Krauser don't go into. Play Dark Side Chronicles. But now that we have that knowledge of what Dark Side Chronicles is, because that was written after this, hopefully it'll go more into the remake. Will go more into it, you know.
2 down, 1 more to go, Krauser. We'll see.
Oh my god! I immediately went to Puss in Boots. Did they run away at the altar? Is that what happened? Leon and Krauser were about to get married, and then Leon ran away.
I guess we'll have to find out in the remake to confirm.
What the fuck?
That's actually not a bad transformation. I'd take weird mutant powers if that's all that happened to me.
Your bones are exposed.
Yeah, but would you not be happy that you could flip up chairs and shit?
I can do that already. He ain't special. Reminds me, there's a bit in really early on in Star Wars: The Forces of Evil where one of the main character's hands gets replaced with an octopus hand. He just has it for a day. It's just like knocking shit over.
That's very funny.
That's why I wouldn't do it.
Sure, I respect your grind.
I think I have. It's one of the few clips from that show I actually sent you from. Is from that episode. It's where the buddy's like, "What's the most important meal of the day?" Breakfast, and it just knocks his like food out of his hand.
Yeah,
I was like, that's a very Mr. Turnabout scene. I could have sworn you wrote it even.
You know.
'Cause you like bully characters.
Yeah, obviously, you know, case by case basis for sure. When the whole personality is just like, I'm like funny and I'm the bully, then sure. I think some shows get a bit too mean with it, I think.
I think that's his only voice line in the entire show, so he doesn't outstay his welcome if that's anything.
For example, two examples from the same show. I really like Nelson, but I don't like Jimbo.
Hey, he's ripping on your cord.
He's ripping on your cord!
Yeah, Jimbo's just a bit of a dick, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, he has nothing going for him other than that, whereas Nelson's really charming. Also, I think there's enough scenes with Nelson where he gets his comeuppance that it kind of justifies it, you know?
How about Kearney?
I love Kearney. He's so funny. Underrated.
At least he's got a child.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. That noise he made. Maybe him and Leon were fucking.
I like Leon.
Oh wait a minute, this place is gonna blow. I forgot all about that. Let's get out of here.
Blows up?
Did Green Forest ever... Have you ever run out of time in Green Forest?
No.
That time limit is so generous.
Rouge's level at the same time, though.
Wait a second. Oh my god, this is gonna... I'm actually gonna die! Oh no! This is the end.
Fucked up.
Oh shit, I did! This is the end for old Leon. I think I forgot to check the body. Oh, I'm gonna have to do the boss fight again, aren't I?
All of it?
Probably. I've never lost to this, so this is a learning experience for both me and you. What did I do wrong? I totally forgot what to do there.
Did you not flip one of the switches?
That's the only thing I can think of. Literally nothing of consequence. Oh no, I'm probably gonna have to do the boss again. That's the only thing I can think.
Okay, well, at least just the last phase. At least I was like back to the beginning, fucker.
No, we're doing the boss again.
All of it?
Yeah.
Fuck off, that was like 15 minutes.
No, it wasn't. Don't worry. This only has a time limit of 3.
Okay, just the last phase. Sorry, I meant all
Oh,
of them. Okay.
oh my god! Yeah, I would have stopped the stream over that. What's the worst checkpoint in a game that you can remember?
Okay, in Halo 1, it's the snowy level where the checkpoints in that level are so fucked, and half the rooms look the same. So there was this one where I was like, oh, it only sent us back to the previous room, only to find out it sent us back like half the level, and I just said to my brother, like, can we just not do this right now?
Halo 1's notorious for that shit.
Yeah, it's just the worst part about it is Halo 1 is a fun game. It's just the checkpoints are so shit that I think it turns a lot of people off, myself included. I love Halo 1.
I think Halo 1's okay. I'm not the biggest fan of it.
I'm gonna say it. And this may be controversial, but I think Halo is a very consistent trilogy. Halo 1 has its flaws for sure, but it's not bad.
I just never found it that interesting.
Sure. Maybe I think I was always more engaged in the story than you were of those games, so maybe that's it.
Probably, yeah.
So I'm like, oh, really, Forerunners.
I was a really big Halo multiplayer guy back in the day.
Whereas I never got into multiplayer. My brother, who is the biggest Halo fan I know, I don't know anyone who likes Halo more than he does. Even he's just like, multiplayer snore.
Okay, we actually need to find out what to do here, because I completely forgot what it was. I probably missed something. Oh yeah, there's a door here. Okay, well that's why I didn't take a right.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. My two favourite things combined.
Why is that timer still going? I'm like away from the tower, right? It blows up and like debris hits Leon in the face.
I was just letting you know so you can turn around and see it.
You don't want to miss this, dude. This is going to be epic. You want to see this.
Remember in the Sonic movie when Sonic got blown up?
Yeah. And we both gave the biggest shrug known to man.
I say, oh thank goodness he's dead. Fuck Sonic, dude.
What'd he do to you?
Called me a mug.
Sonic said that. Oh,
Have you ever
fuck.
said that?
Sonic said that.
Yeah, Sonic said that, dude.
Oh my god.
What are you talking about? I thought he was with you.
No, we're talking about the same guy. You didn't confuse him for anyone else.
Sonic T Hedgehog, yeah.
Sure, blue.
Yeah, yeah.
He's fast. And he called you a mug.
Quicker than usual, I'd say.
And he called you a mug.
Yes, yes.
Sonic.
Yes.
Oh my god.
He's Sonic.
What the fuck? What's this world coming to? You must have caught him on a bad day. I have no idea what could have put him in that mood to say that to you. But it was really toxic.
Maybe he heard what I said about his movie.
Fair enough.
Both of them.
But you said you liked Frontiers.
I think it was movie Sonic I ran into. I listened to the Wyvern fight song again. I was like, this is do or die. What a great song.
A very cool song, dare I say.
Agreed.
Finally, near the end of the game, we get some support. Best character in the game right here.
The helicopter?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh no, they're all zombies.
He's just
With rocket
awesome.
launchers.
He's just awesome. He just shoots guys for you. Why didn't you send one of these out sooner, you bastard?
We did think we needed one.
We thought you were fine.
Like, this is a world where zombies and, you know, mutants and whatnot are real. And you send one person to save the Shut up.
Both the government and Umbrella are the least competent people probably in any fiction I can think of.
Ill governmental. Reminds me, I haven't played Tropico in ages. I need to do that.
Which one?
Tropico. It's the it's basically like SimCity, except you're a dictator.
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's more hands-on than SimCity though, because it's more like you have to build your island and stuff like that. Whereas SimCity is more like from a very high level, where it's just like you kind of define what zones are where, and then like the the people automatically build houses and whatnot. Tropico is more like you're building your own island, so you have to get really custom with it.
Yeah, I get you.
But it's basically like like an alternate reality, like Cuba, pretty much.
Oh sure, fair enough.
It's fun. It's a fun game.
By the way,
really funny writing as well.
By the way, in this section, you can let the helicopter kill everyone, which I'm probably gonna. What an interesting part! Like it feels good that like you're always in like the disadvantage in this game, and then they just kind of randomly reward you near the end of it, like with this really cathartic section where the helicopter just kills everyone.
Including you. Can you get killed by it?
No, you can't. I think they turn off like friendly fire and all that.
I like how he walked away for a second there.
Same. To be fair though, if you want him to kill everyone, you will be waiting a while, so I think it is worth just to get more involved.
You got loads of bullets anyway, so...
True. You missed it, but I got the exclusive where it gives you 100 bullets for the shotgun.
I noticed that you had a few bullets, so I was just like, whoa.
Yeah, the upgrade was just random. Just here's 100 bullets. Have fun. You can pretty much maim the shotgun at this point if you really wanted to. By the way, this is a thing in like every Resident Evil game. The end of most Resident Evil games, you tend to be like quite full on ammo and healing, and that's why the last sections in most of the games are supposed to be like this big cathartic thing where like the survival element of the survival horror goes down, and you're just kind of like go have fun kind of thing. Resident Evil... I think maybe Resident Evil 1 didn't do that, but like Resident Evil 2 did.
Wesker.
Wesker, you're pitiful. Stop
I think
it.
I've mentioned it before. I like Dragon Ball.
Me too. I'd love to do a video on Dragon Ball one day, but I don't really know what I'd talk about.
How much of a dick Goku was for just torturing that ninja guy for so long. It was weird. Why did he do that?
The ninja guy?
Yeah.
Dunno. Makes me laugh.
Oh
though.
yeah. He was part of the Red Ribbon Army, I guess.
Yeah. Our favourite group.
Agreed. Goku's way too harsh for Commander Black. Well, it's true.
It's more like I'm laughing because, like, people, like, without context would be like, huh? What do you mean?
Commander Black was like, bye-bye, Goku. I love you. And then he shot him out the sky.
That's true, he did do that.
Goku antagonist, question mark?
I think he might just be, you know.
Let's beat him up.
Like now.
Let me just check my calendar actually real quick. Oh, actually, can we push it back to tomorrow?
Yeah. I think that'd be better for both of us.
Cheers.
You got a movie to watch, you know.
That's true. Gotta clears my eyes.
This is quite the climactic section.
That's one way to describe it.
I did tell you that the island is my least favourite part of the game, right?
I'm being genuine here, I actually don't remember if you said it or not.
It's, I think the entire game is really fun. I just think the village and the castle are the peaks, that's all.
Sure, sure.
There's actually a few games I really love where I think the final act isn't that interesting. Sonic Adventure 2, as an example. Love that game. I think the last story is not very fun to play. But I don't think this is very fun to play because it is. It's just my least favourite part of the game.
Controversial opinion of that. I actually get quite bored of the arc section of the game.
How so?
I think it's just because all the levels look very samey. I'm just kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
It's the least visually interesting part of the game, and I understand why. But I'm always whenever I get to that part of the game, I'm just like, all right, enough of this.
SA2 definitely has like a rushed feeling to it. I will say that.
I think it also doesn't help that like I really didn't like Tails' level in that section.
Yeah.
It's quite a long one too.
I just love SA2. I'm very apologetic to its faults, as numerous as I know they are.
Because I think it's actually one of my least revisited Sonic games.
I think it's one of the most fun, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess I just much rather play SA1, honestly.
I think that's fair. I think they're very comparable. They're my two favourites.
People will hate what I say my favourite is.
Sonic Adventure 1.
Second favourite, sorry, my second favourite.
Oh, Frontiers. I think that's fine.
I remember when I said to someone like, "Oh, Unleashed is my second favourite Sonic game," and they looked at me like I just shot them.
Well, that opinion wasn't normal back then. Now people have come round to
3 years since, and I was like, yeah, actually, maybe Unleashed wasn't so bad. I was like, yeah, where were you 10 years ago, fucker?
And you know what? I like Frontiers. It's just not. It's not a top 5 Sonic game for me. That's all.
Yeah, that's
I'm glad it did a lot for you. You know, I think it's a very fun game.
I said it in the video, but the reason why I put it so highly is because it's the best Sonic's controlled since Adventure, and it's the best story Sonic's ever had, and I think that alone is like worth it. Like, I mean, personal preference, like, sure, I think Unleashed has slightly more charm.
Yeah.
As much as I love the 2D Sonic games, I've always been more into the 3D games just because I think that it's a more interesting control scheme. I love those 2D games, don't get me wrong, but I've always been more of a 3D platformer over a 2D platformer kind of person anyway.
Oh, I like Frontiers more than Sonic 1 and 2 for sure. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, but it's just I just think Frontiers just does so much right. I think it does way more right than it does wrong.
I agree. I think it does more right than wrong too.
And it's just like the most important thing in a Sonic game to me is control. Nails it. Most important. Second, story, not even really a factor in a lot of games, but I think, you know, the fact that I was invested in the story says something. As much as I love SA1, I think it doesn't do as much with its story as it could have. But
as I said,
for a good adaptation of it.
As I said, I'm glad it does a lot for you. I think that's great.
If there were, you know, 2 major nitpicks, it would be I don't think it looks as good as it could have, and it's probably one of the weaker soundtracks we've had in a while, but there's still some good songs in there. All the vocal themes are great.
Apparently we're very in the minority for thinking that. I know people who think that that's like an A-tier soundtrack.
Yeah, I think I don't know, I think in a rare turn, you know, in the I'll Just Say video, I commented that, like, I was worried that, like, the island soundtracks were going to be bad, but actually it's the other way around. I think I prefer the island soundtracks over the cyberspace levels. They're too samey, I think, just by sticking to one genre.
I really don't like the cyberspace levels. I think they're really not fun.
They got some guest artists in to do a few of the songs. I wish they did more of it, because I think more guest artists probably would have saved it. Because all of my favourite cyberspace levels are like the guest artists.
Sure, that's not bad.
Well, there's only two made it into the playlist of songs I like. So.
I get you.
Folk Funk is a genuinely good song, though. I think it's brilliant.
Sure. I do, as I said, yeah, don't take anything I say against Sonic Frontiers. I don't like it, because I really do think it's one of the best Sonic games in a while. I just think that my biggest thing is I think it's very tech demo-y, and I feel like this is the more step in the right direction rather than the big next Sonic game they wanted to make, if you catch my drift. Like, I feel like whatever they make next is gonna, like, hit the ball out of the park.
Sure.
Plus, I didn't know Morio Kishimoto, the guy who directed the game, was such a cool guy. He's been on Twitter, he's been saying a lot of cool shit. Been really taking player, like, feedback into account and everything.
Yeah, he does seem pretty cool.
Also, the game's getting a bunch of DLC, which is kind of cool. They've confirmed multiple playable characters, didn't they? I don't know how that's going to work.
I think it's not DLC. I think it's a free app.
Oh yeah, sure. But I don't get, like, how do you think that's going to work in, like, the main game? Like, what do you think? Do you think it'll be like?
I assume.
Do you think it'll be like, oh, you can play the whole game as Tails and Knuckles? Or?
No, I think it's probably just going to be like you play through the game as Sonic, and then you can go through them. You can just like run around the levels as the other characters. I don't think they're going to do a story with it.
Sure.
Which is fine. I'd be okay with that.
I'm more invested in the future of Sonic now than I ever was, so, and that's because of Frontiers. So.
Thank you, son. Yeah, sure, for sure.
I genuinely thought Frontiers was a cool game.
I'm glad you did. I thought it was pretty good.
Just pretty good, huh?
Dare I say a game I'd play. I kind of wish I wish we'd get a villain as good as Sage again. Like I think they'd be silly not to. I think.
Well, there's a chance Infinite's coming back.
Really?
Yeah, Morio Kishimoto. It's like he's a main character, so there is a chance of him returning. I was like, okay.
Is he? Was he even a main character in Forces?
Well, the circumstances surrounding Infinite's defeat in that game are really weird. Like, they don't really go into detail on it. So I guess he's not dead.
I mean, I didn't hate Infinite, but I'm just like, of all the characters I want to bring back, why him?
Infinite feels like what people think, like, Shadow is.
AKA Comic Shadow.
Yeah, fucking. If they bring Shadow in the mainline games, I hope Ian Flynn can write him.
What if he comes up and he says, "You've got this, Sonic"?
I'd laugh.
He says, "I'm gonna give you a smooch, Sonic."
I just really love Shadow. I wish they'd bring him back because he's a very interesting character. He's one of the few characters in that universe that's actually nuanced. But they haven't done anything with him in a while.
I wish Shadow was real.
But hopefully, it's a step in the right direction because Knuckles is the best he's ever been written in a very long time. Tails, Amy is the best she probably has ever been written. So hopefully it means we're going to get returns of classic characters we love. I'd kill for the Chaotix to come back.
I said I think I said that in the video. I was like, hey, while I'm pandering. I would love to see Silver done good as well. Like, Silver's one of my favourite characters, but he's always been done dirty in the games.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Cindy Robinson doing such probably my favourite Amy ever.
Sure. I agree.
Again, I said it in the video, but I genuinely think she was one of the best performances in the game, even.
I agree. Same with Roger Craig Smith. He was really good in that game too.
Best he's ever been as Sonic.
Agreed.
Dare I say, I think probably the weakest member of the cast was probably Colino, Tails' voice. But then again, that's never been my favourite voice for him anyway. But I don't know. Nah.
I actually really like his 4Kids voice.
Yeah, same. I think that's my favourite voice for him. Although it was a bit too shouty in Sonic X. And Unleashed, it was perfect.
To be
I think
fair,
that's the best he's ever sounded.
To be fair, none of the 4Kids cast is good in Sonic X, are they? So.
Except, Mike Pollock was towards the end.
I mean, yeah. Mike Pollock's, notwithstanding. Did you get around to watching Sonic Prime?
I haven't finished watching Gargoyles yet.
Sonic Prime is the show of all time.
Okay. Maybe one day we'll talk about it.
That's all I have to say on that show.
You watch Severance, I'll watch Sonic Prime, and then we'll have the big review. Not to be confused with Big Review. This is the Big Review, okay? Okay, let's get that straight now. Big Review, the show. The Big Review, the show, okay?
No, of course. I mean, Magic Stars.
Yeah.
POV, Leon's about to kiss you.
Why is he strangling me?
It's the parasite in him, innit? It's taken over. You probably missed that plot point. We haven't really talked about it.
I noticed it, but I thought he was dreaming. I thought he was going to wake up and go...
Yeah, both Leon and Ashley have the parasite in them, and they're like on a time limit. They're like, oh, we got to do this before the parasite takes over us.
How do you get unparasited?
You'll find out.
We have to have sex. That's how we gotta do it.
Ashley would love that. She'd be like, if I have to.
She said, if I were a rich man.
I mean, as I said, she invites him to fuck at the end of the game.
If
So.
I had all the money in the world. Sorry.
That's really scary. What the fuck? What the fuck? What's this here for? Don't like that. That's cool. I like that. That's really scary. What the fuck? Who's in the bag?
Me.
Famous YouTuber Monotiller of Dreary Middle fame.
Famous YouTuber.
And then you come out and you go, that's right. And today's sponsor is... And then you and Leon like do an advert for like Magic Spoon or something.
What the fuck is Magic Spoon?
It's the hit new sponsor all these YouTubers are doing. It's a cereal from America.
I'm not looking it up.
Don't badmouth them. They might come to us one day.
They don't even sell in this country.
Yep. I mean, LS Mark was advertising it, so does Wrestle Talk, who are English. So I think it doesn't really matter.
Okay. I mean, if they sent me a box and I ate it. And
if they sent me a box, I'd say it's my favourite cereal.
I like how you're never afraid to sell out.
I'm actually not. I have no issues with it.
And that's why they call me the ethical one.
I think it's absurd to get mad at YouTubers for having sponsors. I'm sure you don't disagree. Hello?
Hey.
Hey, have you just got nothing to say?
No, not especially.
You have no opinion on the subject.
Not really.
Fair enough, I'm surprised.
I mean, if someone wanted to sponsor Dreary Middle, the only thing I would say is that it would have to be a product that I would use. Well, in one of my videos. Plus also they've got to have no time limit for video turnarounds because we're not particularly fast.
Yeah, I get that. But I just think, like, for a lot of people, like, it's a living, you know? And I never understood, like, why people got so upset that people got sponsors.
Yeah, no.
I understand back in the day when it was viable to make money off just YouTube alone. But you can't do that anymore. You need sponsors and shit like that.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think people get mad at it too much anymore. Back in the day, like, people got so mad.
Yeah. I guess I'm just more of a... I think it's just that I've never really seen this as anything more than a hobby. So it's just like the idea of just, I don't know, it's not really something I enjoy thinking about.
I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah.
I just think that's just, you know, that's just the way YouTube is now.
No, of course. And you know, stuff's getting more elaborate and stuff like that. You know, people are pushing the boat out further, and it's good. But I don't know. It's not really something that I enjoy thinking about.
Fair enough. I mean, if you say so. I'm sure you have good reason. Do you think I can main the shotgun for the rest of the game on just 56 shots?
Is that what you've got left? Well, how much of the game do you have left? Is this the final area?
We're pretty much at the end, yeah.
Then yeah, I think you can get it at 56.
Oh well, we just got more anyway. But actually, that's the first. I think that's the first shotgun ammo I got since I got the upgrade. I think they were like, "You've got a lot of ammo, you don't need it."
Yeah, that's what you think.
Yeah, we're close to the end of the game. Probably have like I don't know, an hour tops.
Hour. Oh,
I said this was a 15-hour game. We're probably going to be in like 13.
I'm missing the news at 10. Oh.
What about the news at 1?
Well, I only watch Channel 4 news, and they do their news bulletins at 12 and 7.
Channel 4 news?
Da, 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 da. You gotta admit, that's an iconic theme song.
It's good, isn't it?
It is, it's genuinely catchy, and I was like, what? Clint Eastwood used it in a movie, even.
What? Which one?
That's a true story. I forget which one. It's not one of his popular ones. I think it's Pale Rider? Yeah, Pale Rider. 1985.
Pale Rider? What's that?
Another western where it's like, I'm a lone ranger. I got to solve a problem.
Clint Eastwood's in a lot of those, I've noticed.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Also, Chris Guru Murphy called someone a C-word as well, which is really funny. I mean, not on air, but like, I don't even know how the footage got out there. There's just footage of him on Twitter just calling the person he's interviewing a C-word. It really makes me laugh.
Oh, sure. Do you like when, oh god, I forget his name. Bill O'Reilly, did you like when he went, fuck it, we'll do it live?
Yeah, I think people overhype that as like, oh, it's the funniest like news anchor moment ever. I'm just like, it's alright.
But you said you like it.
I guess, yeah. I guess you could say I'm a Bill O'Reilly fan.
He's in Iron Man 3.
He is, you're right. I think he'd even gone off the deep end by that point, so how he ended up in that film I do not know.
He said he was very flattered they offered him the role.
Sure. Yeah, even by 2007 they were going like, this Bill O'Reilly guy's nuts. But I don't know.
Would you be flattered if somebody offered you a role in a Marvel movie?
I'd be concerned.
Would you
I'd
go?
say, what do they want? I know I'm the littlest. I know I'm the littlest. To be honest, I'd be concerned if anybody just came to me and was like, do you want to be in my film? I'd be like, what?
Yeah, would you immediately go, yeah, what, this snuff film? Get out of here.
Unless I'm the person being killed, in which case.
Remind me, what did Bill O'Reilly do to go off the deep end, actually?
I mean, he's one of the, he was, I think, one of the big, Fox News, not anchors, he never did any of the news programs, he only did, their entertainment programs, which I think is where a lot of the controversy comes from anyway.
Sure.
It's a conversation for later.
Not to get too political on stream.
It was you put that rule in the way.
It's a good rule to have, to be fair. I think being political on YouTube's fucking career suicide. Unless your channel is specifically a political channel, in which case, fair enough. At the end of the day, I just want Dreary Middle to be about fun things.
So why are you playing this game? Oh.
Because I'm having fun.
Oh. Yes, at least one of us is.
It's never, I mean, it's never fun to watch.
If that was true, how come Let's Plays are so big?
That's true. Plus, you're not gonna play the games, so I gotta do it.
Well, I think it's because I'm bad at video games.
Which game are you good at? Sonic Adventure. I'm witness to that.
Thank you. I remember that one time you came around my house and we just put on Sonic Adventure. We were just talking. I don't think we were even paying attention to the game. And we were just like, "Oh shit, we finished Sonic's story." I think I was playing a level, then you were playing a level. We were just
something like that.
We were just like, "Oh shit, we finished Sonic Adventure."
It's a cathartic game, dude.
Exactly, but it's also a game that I can play not even paying attention to.
Sonic has never been more consistent a gameplay experience since Sonic's campaign and Sonic Adventure. I think it's the most consistent, pure gameplay the series has ever had.
I hate to say it, I think I'm also decent at Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah, no, I'd agree. I'm witness to that too.
Exactly. Remember the amount of times I'd go like, "I heal you with my healing beam."
Do you like playing White Mage?
Yeah. I think I like playing DPS classes because they're fairly like they don't stress out about them, but I stress out quite a bit about playing healers. And I especially don't enjoy playing tanks. They're my least favourite to play.
I get you.
Just because it's like, if you die, that's it, you fuck everything up.
I getcha.
But yeah.
Let's go.
All we've got left is the big saddler himself.
Adam Sadler.
Adam Sadler, yeah. Well, I guess he's dead.
Oh yeah. That was quick.
Welcome. Got a selection of what are you selling?
Yeah, the last part of this game is actually just a really awkward conversation of you explaining to the president what happened.
Well, it goes like this, see? What? You got my daughter fed with some. Oh fucking hell! You're such an asshole, Leon Kennedy, Liam Tobias Kennedy, asshole.
He goes, he says, "So let me get this straight. I'm in Spain."
That's me. Sorry. I'm in another world. I'm talking to a Bengal? Okay, it's pretty cool. I love that advert so much.
Yeah, this is what I do now.
They can fly now? Yeah, they can fly now. That's Star Wars.
Yep, it's just infected everything. We're not allowed to enjoy everything anymore. Pretty sure it was fucking in Star Trek too. It's just the writing this stuff has, dude.
Well, do something about it. Write a letter. Get angry.
I am doing something about it. I'm choosing not to support these products. I'm not gonna lie, do you know why I've barely acknowledged Velma on even our Discord chat? I want to give that show zero attention.
Admirable.
Like, even when you and Tracky were talking about it, I was like, I'm not partaking in this.
To be fair, we barely said anything about it.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I don't mean to drop the hot take here, but I don't think Scooby-Doo was ever good, so...
Me neither. Mystery Incorporated's good, though.
Sure, but when that show's had like a million incarnations, one of them's going to be good, right?
Yeah, I agree. I don't disagree with that.
Okay, I mean, obviously, we're going to go off it soon, but like, my only thing with that film is just like, okay, but Scooby-Doo was never good. We like it ironically, right? That's just how it goes, right? You're gonna sit there and tell me what's new Scooby-Doo is good? Shut up.
I understand your sentiment, for sure, but I think the thing is more so that those shows are more harmless, whereas, like, Velma's more infuriating, I guess.
Sure.
But I agree with you. Scooby-Doo was never good. I 100% agree with that.
It's just like suddenly everyone's just like, no, we love Scooby-Doo. It's just like, okay. We're not even celebrating the fact they're going to even try something different. Like, I mean, obviously the show's whatever, but even before you guys were just like, oh, they're desecrating our sacred thing. It's like, there's been a million adaptations of Scooby-Doo. Just trying something new should at least be a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, I mean, that's not inherently my issue with it. My issue with it is just its humour. It's really bad.
Oh, I mean, sure, but you know, even before we knew what the humor was gonna be, like, it, you know, just wasn't even gonna give it a chance. It's like, yeah, fine.
Yeah, I get you. I think people like that are in the wrong.
It's such a whatever franchise. I've just never been interested in, and I don't really get the love behind it. But again, it's harmless, so I don't really speak out against it because I just don't care.
Yeah, I don't think Scooby-Doo's like this amazing franchise or anything. But I do recommend Mystery Incorporated. It's genuinely really good. I think Tracky agrees with me on that. I remember him thinking highly of it too.
Tracky does like Scooby-Doo though, in general, so...
I like Zombie Island. I think that's an awesome movie.
Genuinely a little frightening too.
Very good style. That is my favourite Scooby-Doo art style. I think it looks amazing.
Yeah.
They didn't use it much for long. To be fair, I think that was like 98, so I think they switched to digital in 2000. So
it took a break for a bit though, after Zombie Island. So, and then when it came back, they was like, "What's new Scooby-Doo?" which was like 2000.
Well, Zombie Island was like was made to like reinvigorate interest in the IP, wasn't it?
Something like that.
Because, like, to my knowledge, there wasn't much Scooby-Doo content in the 90s. Because, like, we'd kind of overdid Scooby-Doo from, like, the 60s through the 80s. So I think they took a break from it, and then, like, Zombie Island was, like, to reinvigorate interest. And to be fair, Zombie Island's a brilliant way to bring old Scooby-Doo into the modern day at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that movie on VHS as a kid, and that was there's some scenes in it that stuck with me, I think. I just think it's an awesome movie. I love the art style of that film. It's a shame it came out as late as it did, so we didn't get many films with that style.
You got the live action movie there.
I have a very ironic love for the first live action movie.
How about the second one?
Not so much. I think the humour was kind of lost a bit there.
You're gonna edit it to make me look like I say cool.
I watched it with my mate and my sister, and we were laughing so hard at the first Scooby-Doo movie throughout the entire thing. There's so much absurd shit in that film. Is it like a kids movie? Because it has way too much adult humour to be a kids film.
I think originally it was aimed at adults, then at the last, like, very late into development, they made it into a kids film. I think that's how the story goes.
There's like swearing in that film. There's like
There was a lot of swearing in Puss in Boots too, to be fair.
Yeah, I noticed that. They said crap a lot.
They said crap and bugger, and I was like, huh?
Is that okay to say now? Is crap okay to say now?
Crap was... They were saying crap in The Simpsons.
Yeah, but Simpsons isn't a kids show.
True. But it went out pre-Watershed, so...
I suppose.
Something's not right. Ashley, you stay here.
Oh yeah, if you didn't know, we used a machine to kill the parasites. If you weren't watching.
I genuinely did not even know that was the thing you just did.
Do you like my silly stick, Leon?
Do you like my stick, my silly stick? Who's this loser? Oh, it's Leon. Hey.
Leon looks at you and says, I don't appreciate that joke.
Well, I look at Leon and say, wasn't asking. Don't care, didn't ask. L plus plunder plus no wedges. Do you like pirate Twitter?
I've never been on it.
Oh no, it's just people. No, it's just that one video.
Oh yeah, that was funny, yeah. I love how this thing looks, that's really creepy and cool. Okay, question. Transformations that the characters have, do you think they're irreversible or not?
I imagine that, if you're ripping your body in half, I would argue that is probably not reversible, yeah. But why do you ask?
It's just, I've always been interested in it because, like, if I had this power and I knew that, like, I knew that I could transform, but it would do permanent damage to my body, I'd just be like, I'll just take the super strength, I don't need to transform, don't worry about it.
Okay, but what if you couldn't decide?
Maybe the characters genuinely just don't know about it.
Also, counterpoint, how, Parasite might take over you entirely. Like, how come these guys are safe? Maybe they're not, maybe it's the Parasite talking.
Maybe you're right.
You basically just be like, giving up your humanity, and for what?
To be a silly parasite.
You can be a silly human. You can be a silly little human. You can be a silly little guy.
Oh shit. You know what? Considering how like tough some of these bosses are in this game, this final boss isn't that bad.
My only thing with this is, how did that much meat come out of one person? That seems unrealistic.
This game's unrealistic. Uh-oh. I need to sit down.
Video game sick.
I think what makes this boss not that bad is that you have access to a lot of like tools at your disposal to help you with it. At this point they fucking drown you in healing shit, so... Oh, I should probably hit that with a shotgun. I don't know why I'm not.
You've got enough ammo for it.
Yeah.
Okay, just on a completely unrelated note, and stop me if I'm being silly here, but would you say you want candy?
Sure. That seems like a reasonable request. That sounds like a relatable situation.
I'm not that I'm not a huge sweet lover. And,
Same.
Chocolate's about as sweet as I'll get.
I love chocolate though.
Mm-hmm. All chocolate?
No.
Go on, elaborate, explain for the class.
There's just some chocolate there. It's not for me, that's all.
Okay. Actually, I will not deny I had an Easter egg the other day, but don't tell anyone.
They're nice. I like Easter eggs.
Agreed. I just wish there was a smaller Easter egg and one filled with cream. Don't know what happened.
Shut up.
That's... Damn, that sounded genuine. I don't know what it is. It's just the exception that proves the rule, I guess. Like, I don't know. I don't like super sweet things, but cream eggs got my back.
That's funny.
If I know no one's got, I know cream eggs got.
Cream eggs were there for me when no one else was.
Exactly.
Oh shit.
Remember we were having that conversation about the flake, and I was like, got the perfect clip for this. Send you that like Top Gear clip. Oh, sorry, Grand Tour clip. I'm talking about chocolate.
What do you think of flakes?
Give me a twirl any day. No competition.
Twirls are nice.
Like the thing with twirls is everything good with a flake just it doesn't get messy. Like what's not to love?
That's a valid point.
Thank you.
Okay, I've really been overthinking this.
What are you doing? What are you doing wrong?
It was more the method I went about attacking it, because like I was like, oh, I need to hit it with the rifle, but then I was like, wait a minute, no, his eyes just open and they're very visible on the thing, so. No,
Sure.
As I said, this boss isn't really hard. I've never really died to it, so, which is weird because like Salazar's fucking crazy hard if you fight him legit.
Did you fight him legit?
No, I didn't. I cheesed him because he's annoying to fight.
For shame. For shame.
For shame, SpongeBob.
Who?
Kill yourself, SpongeBob.
They said that?
SpongeBob parody, SpongeBob quoting like SpongeBob parodies in like 2023. What's this channel come to?
Gold, son. This channel's gold.
Goldfinger. What do you think of Goldfinger?
I'd say he's the man with the golden touch. And I think I'd be right to say so.
I don't disagree with that. an Ohio joke. I don't know. Yeah. What was the joke?
Remember? I love it. Speaking of Ohio, I love that Yakuza like Ohio memes. It's like, no. I think the joke in The Simpsons was like, who'd go to Ohio? But I think that's just a sentiment from real life, though.
Do know what this is.
Half of like Scott the Wars' jokes just like, I live in Ohio and it's shit, and I'm just like, yeah, man.
I've heard there's nothing to do there.
There's gotta be something.
I'll take good care of it. Gotta go. If I were you, I'd go.
Still going, this asshole?
Here,
Where's Ashley?
We left her downstairs.
better get a move on. See you around.
Fucking 3-minute timer. What for?
She wants to kill us.
Why?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't actually.
Then why is there a 3-minute timer?
Because this place is gonna blow.
Why didn't you just give us the thing and wait for us to get off the... Fucking this game's stupid.
You're stupid. So you
Yeah,
get
I
on.
I like how you think that's the gotcha, but it's not.
Aw. Cry about it.
No. I'm happy in my ignorance.
Now it's gonna blow any minute.
Aww. Aww. Everyone. Aww.
Nothing to do there, you can try to fight Cthulhu there. I ain't beefing with that guy. I've got no beef with Cthulhu. Damn. Leon sprinting and Ashley just casually walking, going at the same speed.
She's gonna die, dude.
Nah, she'll be fine.
Hang on, sweetheart.
Have you seen the clip where he goes off? He drives off without the jet ski.
No?
That's what happens if you do this. I forget what it's called, the Dipman glitch. Basically, there's something you can do with the shotgun, where if you enter a room and reload at the same time or something, or do something from the inventory screen, Leon will move twice as fast, which a lot of people use for speed running. So if you do that before the jet ski sequence, he goes off without the jet ski. It's really funny. This reminds me of the last sequence of Devil May Cry 1, actually. Except that had a plane.
I was thinking Halo, actually.
Halo 3.
Halo 1 does it too.
Oops. Well, that was the canon ending, I guess.
Well, has Leon been seen since? I didn't think so.
What happened at the end of Halo 1?
This exact thing. Remember, you're blowing up the Halo ring, so you gotta get off it. The entire final last level is just getting off the Halo ring.
Fair enough. Not my favourite game from 2001.
I'd guess SA2?
No, not even close. I love SA2, but I wouldn't say that's like...
when was the first like Gooper game? Was that 2001?
That's 2002.
Oh. Well, I have no idea then.
2001, isn't it? 2001 has a very extremely strong library from that year. I mean, I love SA2. I love SA2. No, I like SA2 more than Jack and Daxter.
Damn.
Does that surprise you?
It's a little bit, yeah.
Jack and Daxter's a better gameplay experience, but that's not all I value. That's not all I value a game on.
I was actually gonna say think I prefer Jack and Daxter 1 over SA2, but
I'm sure you do. I just think it. As I said, I don't rate things.
okay.
No, I mean, I'm sure you do. I'm being serious. I know you have a big soft spot for Jack and Daxter 1. I know you don't like SA2 that much.
Idea. Mission accomplished. Right, Leon?
Not quite.
But I like SA2 because I don't. Okay, well, there you go. Monotiller's left. They're gonna go cry about
My place?
Jack and Daxter.
We do some overtime.
Sorry.
Let's pour one out for Monotiller.
Somehow I knew you'd say that, but it doesn't hurt to ask, you know?
In the arms of the angel.
Why do you ask?
This is the scene where Ashley offers to fuck Leon,
Like a part of me I
and he says no, because he wants to fuck Ada Wong instead. Ada Wong's never gonna fuck him. That's sad. Anyway, that was Resident Evil 4. Ashley WarioWare. Her name's Ashley. You know what I mean? Who's that girl living in the haunted mansion? You better know my name, 'cause it's Ashley. Catchy song, it's gotta be her, right? Right? Oh, we were just talking about you. Oh, guess they're not here. Said they joined the party. Don't know what's going on. Is this like a bit? Maybe they just really like Jack and Daxter that much. You better know my name, 'cause it's Ashley. Yeah, I'd give it to Ashley. That song's a banger. No matter which version you listen to it, in English or Japanese, the Japanese one's really good too. Japanese one's cute. I think the Japanese one's cute, and the English one's like the better song. If I had to say. Anyway, that was Resident Evil 4. Played it again. Oh. Is it my internet that's the problem? I don't think so. Is the stream still going? It's not bad if it goes out now. It's the end of the stream. I'm going to check. No, stream's still going. I prefer WarioWare version over the Smash Bros version. Yeah, I agree. I think the WarioWare version's better as well. Though I like both. You better know my name, 'cause it's Ashley. Damn, banger song. As I said, both Japanese and English. It depends what you want out of the song. I think the English version's a better song. But I find the Japanese one cute as well. They're both good. Yeah, there's a person called Brandon Gay in this. You think he's made fun of that for that? So that was Resident Evil 4. Brilliant game. One of my favourites, obviously. Where would I put it? Top 5, maybe. Top 10. Somewhere in there. Shooters haven't managed to capture what made Resident Evil 4 so fun, you know? The design of Resident Evil 4 so deliberate. Like, every shot matters, and everything in the game is so brilliantly designed. Where everything, like, matters, and everything had a purpose. You play a game like Uncharted, and it's faster paced, and that's the thing. Because of Resident Evil 4's slower nature, it adds a lot to it, I think.
Hello.
Oh, hello, I was just talking about Resident Evil 4.
Oh, sure.
I was summarising my thoughts on like why I think the game still stands the test of time, why people are still playing it to this day.
Is that you?
Finally.
I was just talking about shooters in general and how, like,
Forget the glasses. What's the status of the mission?
I think people really come back to Resident Evil 4 because
Did it, Leon?
it's not mindless. I think a lot of shooters are very mindless. Because of Resident Evil 4's slower pace, there's a deliberate nature to it. Every shot matters, everything's important. Yeah, Brandon Gay was Brandon by Brandon Trans, come on. Yeah, clever. Brandon Gay. Hope they're alright, Brandon Gay. So yeah, I love Resident Evil 4. I think it's brilliant. I hope people enjoyed watching the stream on it. It's genuinely one of my favourite games ever made. It's stood the test of time they're remaking it for a reason. They're not remaking Code Veronica, which is the one they should be remaking, honestly, not 4. Code Veronica needs a remake. The game's trite. But we'll see how the remake turns out. There's things that could be improved about this game that I'd like to see improved in the remake. So yeah, that's my final thoughts on Resident Evil 4. Yeah. I thought you leaving was a bit.
What do you think? I thought I got so pissed off
About Jak and Daxter. Yeah, that's why I brought up on the stream. I was like, they must have taken that Jak and Daxter thing to heart.
I'm not sure what happened, but basically, my PS5 turned off for some reason. I'm not even sure why. And then it just took my TV with it. It just wouldn't respond. And I thought, okay, that's really weird. So I got my phone out to join on my phone, and it just would not connect. And I was like, oh fuck, like, what's happened? So I had to pull everything out from the wall, plug it back in, and then I tried to rejoin the voice chat, and it just said, and it just wouldn't connect me. And I'm just like, okay, cool, I guess, what? So yeah. Anyway, I was pissed off that you didn't like Jak and Daxter.
I hate that game. No, but what I was saying about Jak and Daxter was the reason I like SA2 more than is I just, like, as I said, I'll admit that Jak and Daxter's the better gameplay experience, but that's just not why I don't exclusively rank games on that. And whilst I do like Jak and Daxter 1, I actually said at the end of the stream, if you remember, it's good. It's a very good game, mechanically speaking, but it's very simplistic, and that's my biggest problem with it.
Sure.
But it's probably my favourite character to control in a 3D space ever. I think his moveset's really good. But it's a big reason.
No, I agree.
It's a big reason I prefer the second game, like, because I think it takes everything the first game did and just expands on it, and also has a really good story. And as silly as it sounds, I like stories in any game, in the sense that I like that games give me a reason for why I need to get from point A to point B, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. I've never actually played the second game, and if I had, I might agree with you.
I was actually talking to somebody about this, and they were like, Naughty Dog's made 2 good games in their entire life, and one of them's Jak 2, and I marked out, so I was like, yeah!
What did they say was the second good game?
The Last of Us 2, actually. They were being very bold with their takes.
I was about to say, isn't that the one people don't like as much?
I'd say for both picks, I'd say Jak 2 is also not as popular as the first game, so...
Looks like Just Dance 2022 came out on the Wii and PS5. Wii or PS5? Tell me which of them is more your type of... I hate to break it to you, but I don't think either of us are particularly big fans of the Wii, so I guess by virtue of that, PS5.
There's some good games on the Wii, but it's not enough to justify not just emulating it. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. My favourite thing about the Wii was that when you dropped the remote control, it bounced.
No, I am 100% of the opinion that the Wii's the weakest system from that generation.
Yeah, sure. It was really held back by its power. Not so evident in the first half of its life, but in the back half of its life, it was very late.
Well, also the first half of its life's all the interesting stuff they did.
True.
I think once you got into the like the second half, because remember the first half of the life was when Nintendo was still experimenting with a bunch of shit.
True.
That's their most experimental period, is from like the GameCube through to the like first 3 years of the Wii. That's probably why it's my favorite time for Nintendo.
Sorry, it was a song. It was a song lyric. The other PS5 told you. What the hell? Someone sung that? Eee.
What the fuck, Lois?
What the fuck? Sorry, okay, come on. You should know. I only listen to hipster music, so. Is this Mercenaries mode?
Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to extend because we were talking, you know.
I like Mercenaries Day in Borderlands. What a series I like.
For Borderlands.
Yeah. Well, there's more in that series that I like than don't, so I guess I like it, right? Obviously, I love it, but I like it.
I'd say, oh god, I'd say Borderlands is a series I like but don't love. That's probably where I'd rank Borderlands. They're fun games for what they are.
Oh, for sure. I'm not gonna be like best game ever. But you know, it's got its moments.
I'm sure. Which is your favourite one?
Plus, Borderlands 1.
Fair. I remember liking 2 the most, but just because I liked the writing in that game more.
Sigh, the normie opinion, sigh. No, so my thing with I like the story in the Borderlands games is kind of inconsequential. If you play them game by game, you kind of have to go for like the overall, like the overarching story to get like the full like experience. So therefore you kind of have to go off gameplay, and I think 1 has the most interesting gameplay of the 4 of the 4 games, so
Yeah, I get you.
I think so 1 has the most interesting. I think pre-sequel's the most boring, just because the game is so short. They kind of have to like make you level up quick, but they still don't do it properly because there's like a massive difficulty spike right in the middle of the game. But
Yeah, I get you.
yeah, no, Borderlands is fun.
Alright,
It's just fun. It's dumb fun.
let's end the stream.
Oh, this is the end of the stream, guys. We love you.
Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you have a good day. And thank you for joining us on this journey. It was fun.
Sorry
anyway.
about all the problems earlier.
Yeah, that too. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.